Peace and love, everyone. Welcome to another live chat. Actually, it's the first one I've done on a Saturday in a couple weeks. I'm just doing this because a few people weren't able to come in last Sunday, and they just came through for a second or whatever. So this one is not going to be as long as the regular Sunday live chats. Welcome to anyone who is in the room. Hopefully the lighting is good. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Just give a thumbs up if everything is cool. I think that's a little better as far as the lighting. Welcome. Hey, hey, Empress Deanna, welcome. Thank you for coming in and coming in early. I just want to check and see if the lighting is good. Is it okay? Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay. And whoever else is in the room that would like to say anything, please, welcome. Oh. Lucky is over here scratching me because he want to be on camera. And if you have any topics that you would like to talk about today, please, just let me know. Send me a message down below. Comment. Hey, Candy Girl. Welcome, Empress. Welcome. Where are you from? Hey, Main Locs. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Main Locs. I appreciate it. Okay. It just looks dark in here. The light's good? Okay, and then I moved it again. Okay. Candy Girl, where are you from? Yes. Where are you from? Lucky is going crazy trying to jump up here. Oh, from Houston? Okay. I was just looking at the way that you spelled Queen. Okay. Okay. I thought maybe you were from somewhere else. All right. Well, if anybody wants to I don't know. Does anybody remember if you were at the last of course all these pop-ups. If you were at the last chat, we started last Sunday, me and 4 other people from the Sunday Lives. We started doing and there she comes, Empress Sahar. Actually, she's doing it with me, and there's 3 other girls, 3 other empresses. We're doing a 10-day cleanse. Yeah, he's under the table now. He's mad because he couldn't get in the video. He's actually been good lately. Kind of good. But yeah, so we're on day 7 now. So Empress Sahar, how do you feel? Because she's one of the only ones that's in the room right now that has started the fast with me, and we've been holding each other accountable, keeping in touch with each other, talking about the different smoothies and stuff that we've been, making. My daughter is actually doing it too, but hers is not. You feel good? You feel great. That's good. That's good. I've been getting a lot of sleep in. I've been noticing I've been getting a lot of sleep, which is a good thing for me because those that know I don't sleep much. I have a problem with sleep sometimes. I know one thing that it has come out of this smoothie cleanse is I don't know if it just is wearing off the respiratory little situation that I had going on. I don't know if it was just time, that made it better, or if actually doing this cleanse has made it better. Okay. You just got over it. Yeah, you shouldn't eat fast food anyway. Main Locs. Wow. Yeah, no fast food. If you go on YouTube and check out some videos, they have some videos talking about like the different fast foods, the different restaurants, like Subway, um, McDonald's. I know they talk about Burger King. Yeah, you should be doing this smoothie thing with us. I'm gonna do another one probably right behind this. I'm doing this 10, and then I'm gonna take a break so I can make these tacos that Empress Sahara has in her. I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but in her. Wait a minute. Was that in the cookbook, or did you just send me? Did I just see that picture on Instagram? I'm not sure if that's in the cookbook. Um, I want her to tell you that it's made with 3 ingredients, though, and that is so cool, and it's so light and so, how can I say it? Uh, Healthy. Period. You think it's in the ebook? Okay. Would you tell them what all is in there, Sahar, so they can see that it's actual like meals that you can make with just 3 ingredients, and as she says, ingredients that you can eat while you are making. Because I think she was talking about one of the little desserts, and it was like a little cookie like type thing, and she was like, you can't eat butter, you can't eat sugar, like while you making, like how some people make their desserts and stuff. That's true, you can't eat that stuff like while you're making it. It's not going to taste good. But when you're using like ingredients that you can eat while you're actually making something, that's even better. Yeah, sleep is good, Empress Deanna. So yeah, she has a couple recipes with 3 ingredients, right? Empress Sahar. She has an ebook out. Yes, alfalfa sprouts is one of the ingredients. I don't want to give all the ingredients because I want you all to check out her ebook. But anyway, that's what we've been doing, and I feel a little better. I feel a little lighter. I don't feel like, dang, what's today? The 4th? Okay. Oh, the cookies were with cashews and dates. Okay. See, that's something that you could put together real quick too, man. Locs. Stay out those. What fast food restaurant did you get the bug from? First of all, I just want to know. Or it's just going around. Period in Ohio. Chick-fil-A. Okay. We don't even have one of those. I mean, I don't eat chicken anyway, but we don't have that in Chicago. Or am I saying? Did you type it like that because that's the name of the place? Exactly. I could be wrong. I don't know if you were saying Chick-fil-A, the one that's all over in the South. Okay, I'm saying the right Chick-fil-A. Okay, good. Yeah, you got to stay out of those restaurants. Stay in the house. Make your stuff. Look at, watch your food. Subway was saying that they had a lot of food that was coming to like their individual restaurants or whatever, that were only good for like a few days, like as far as like the lettuce and all that type of stuff, and spinach and stuff that was supposed to be fresh. They were having like expiration dates that were that week, so if they didn't use it all, I mean, it was already starting to go bad. The tomatoes, all types of stuff, so a lot of people think that because they're going to Subway and that everything is fresh, because that's what they stress, that it's fresh, and it's not. So now it's better. And I mean, that's something, honestly, I'm bad with. I was getting my daughter, like when she would go on trips, I was getting her stuff from Subway, like the veggie delight that they have, or which is just no veggie patty or anything like that, just all vegetables and stuff. But it's so much bread. I mean, even though they done changed it and made it so that you can get wraps and all that other type of stuff, it's just like, I was watching the video, and you just don't know how fresh the vegetables and stuff are. Welcome, Buzzline. Blessings to you and welcome to the chat, Wesley. Okay, and Sahara, how do you build up the acid in your stomach? Because that's a good point. I wish I could do like a panel. When I learn how to work Google Hangouts, we're gonna do like a panel and just have like a few people. You know, we're gonna talk about hair. We're gonna talk about nutrition. Talk about some people's journeys. Just have like a few people on the panel. Okay. Welcome, Chrissy. Welcome, Empress. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully, who was it? Wrestling Superstar, I think, because he works on Sundays. He has clients on Sundays. So I came in. Actually, a couple people, were telling me that they couldn't make it to the Sunday chat. So that's why I started. Well, that's why I'm doing this chat today. And I'm not sure if I'm doing it. Next Sunday is Mother's Day. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing, me and my daughter. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live chat next Sunday. I want to. That's the goal. Whatever we're doing, we can actually do in the evening or during the day. So, but yeah, that's all that's really been going on. Mostly dealing with this smoothie challenge, Okay. Now Sahara is saying, how you build up the acid in your stomach is to line it first by drinking water and wait at least 30 minutes before eating anything. And then wait 30 minutes after eating before drinking anything, and don't drink while eating. That's great information right there. That is great information because most people, especially if you watch anything on TV, television, regular television, or YouTube with these people that do these mukbangs, and that's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. Most people, a lot of people say mukbangs and all that type of stuff, but it's mukbangs. And they are eating like a massive amount of food and drinking like super cold water while eating. And I mean, they're eating for like a long time. They're eating, talking, and drinking a lot of like real cold water. And we're supposed to be drinking pretty much room temperature water. That's what I was told. So again, I'm gonna repeat it just in case anybody is watching this on a regular television and cannot okay, thanks, Sahar. Cannot see, the live chat. How you're gonna build up the acid in your stomach is first you're gonna drink water and wait at least 30 minutes before eating anything. And then wait 30 minutes. Wait a minute. Okay, and then wait 30 minutes after eating before drinking anything, and then don't drink while eating. 3 steps. I think she does everything in threes now. I'm starting. I think we have that in common. Threes, fives, and sevens. Because I do a lot of videos with just like 5 steps. I know you got that. That's the best way to do it. 3, 5, 7. Okay. Now, there was something I was supposed to look up and I didn't. If anybody wants to talk about it, what is it? I don't want to say it wrong. Sahar, it was the earth, the food grade diatom. I had it last week. Diatomasios. Am I saying it right? I'm saying it wrong. Let me type it. This is one I wish I had. I'm probably typing it wrong too. Tomasius, Earth, DE. I've only done like a little bit of research on it. But I'm not sure about it at all. I mean, some people are using this and say that it has like a lot of stuff that you need for your body. And we don't have to talk about just like um, nutritional stuff. We're all across the board. So whatever everyone wants to talk about, I'm cool with that. Again, it's like I said, it's like 5 of us that are doing the smoothie cleanse, and we're on day 7. I only see one person in the room that's with us. Latasha, Ash. Okay, it's good for removing toxins. What if you get the wrong stuff though, Empress Chrissy? What if you don't know and somebody actually gives you the wrong stuff? Because I heard that it's used for a lot of other things. And I think that, during the cleanse I mean, of course, we're removing a lot of toxins and stuff from doing the cleanse. I don't know, Empress Heart, do you want to go past the 10 days? I think I'm going to do the 10. Because I want to take a break so I could do some stuff from your menu and actually probably record it or at least take pictures. Okay, there are 2 grades. Internal, external, food and around the home. 10 is good. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to take a break for a couple days and I might try it again. Because I am enjoying the fact that I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Seriously. I don't know about that sea moss though. I don't want nothing fishy. Now I heard that the powder form may not be as fishy. That's what somebody told me. But I don't know about that sea moss. Seriously. I'm just looking at my notes from last week. Thank you all for thumbsing up the video. So we're going to do 10 days. Okay. Empress Christy, that's cool. Okay. It didn't have any taste. Okay. Did you have it in powder form? Sarah? Empress Sarah? Now, is sea moss the one that has the 90-something minerals that we need, 93 or something minerals that we need for our body? I'm just really trying to just get this health thing down pat because I can't take another respiratory infection, another ache, another pain. I'm just trying to keep my body in order. I mean, it's already like you think that you're doing everything healthy and then, it's always something else you need to be doing or something you don't need to be doing. Because 1 minute it's like good to do this, and the next minute it's like, no, don't do that. One thing I do like is putting like my flax seeds into my smoothies, because if it's high in fiber and I know that I'm not like eating anything or having anything that has a lot of fiber in it, well, I can't say that. I don't eat a lot, period, anyway. So, but anyway, does anybody have any questions about any hair things, any hair topics? Okay, the chat is going down, so I'm trying to see, is it still stable? Okay, supposed to have minerals, but I heard someone say the dose was better than. Okay, CMOS. Yeah, you told me about that, and I thought I had it written down. Yeah, this way of life, I mean, trying to do healthy things is confusing because you hear so much different stuff. I'm trying to wait for some more people to come in that can't come in on Sundays. What are better days for you all? Can you comment and let me know? I mean, Sundays is better for me. Sundays are definitely better for me. I know once it gets warmer outside, then I'm not going to be in the house on Saturdays. Um, Doing a lot of chatting. I know a lot of you all will not be in the house or will not be on your phones looking. You know, a lot of people be on vacations. Okay, this is somebody checking in that just started day 4. See, a lot. I mean, it's not too late to jump in and do something positive for your body. Yeah, I like Sunday too. I think I'm just gonna do 30 minutes today. So far, we've been on here for 21 minutes. I'm just gonna see if a couple people that said that they wanted to come in on a Saturday, if they come in, and if they don't, then we could just, you know, we could do Sunday. Sunday. This is my junior sister sitting there texting me. Okay. I have a topic. Does anybody, Chrissy, do you have any younger children? So her, I already know about you, Empress. Mm. It's so funny. People. Nah, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. It's like I talk to you all a lot more than I talk to even like some of my own family members. I mean, seriously. And I only talk to you all like once a week. I mean, which you are my family as well, but I mean, like blood, like straight up blood family, like my siblings and all of that, you know, and I don't, it, it trips me out. But you know what? I got to stay on a positive note because, hey, it is what it is. We all grown and okay. Christy is asking what is, and I don't know how to pronounce this, dose or dose? Dose like pulse. That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. Okay, it's dose like pulse. It's a sea vegetable. And we can get that from health food store? Regular health food stores? Or is there like certain places, Empress Sahara? Okay. So that's something that could be, I mean, it's something that you could look up and check out and do your research about. And it's spelled DUSE, like pulse. For those that are just watching and not seeing the actual live chat, that's why I go over and say what people are saying. Because I've been in some chats before and watching it on my television and couldn't see like what was actually being said in the chat. She said you can get it from regular health food stores. Yeah, Sunday it is definitely the day. I just want to come in for some people that couldn't. Okay, and Sahara is saying that she likes the flake. No, the leaf, not the flakes. The flakes taste fishy. Okay, I just had one of my smoothies. Oh, 3 kids, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, 9, 10, and 6. My daughter is 12. I'm gonna talk to you later then. Chrissy, I know that you had hit me up. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was somebody else. I'm just letting somebody know this live chat. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Kids can be like so cruel, and that's the reason why I asked. Um, my daughter was having a problem at school, with people talking about me because I come up to the school to watch anything that she's in or a part of or whatever. And I had a thing that I was supposed to go to, I think on Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday? Can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday of last week. I think it was Thursday. Well, this past week. I mean, this week. And people have been bothering her and saying crazy stuff to her about me. I look different. I look old. I look this. I look that. Whatever. And like I said, kids could just be so cruel because, I wanted to go up to her school and watch her perform. And she was like, no, you could just pick me up at 6:30 because I'm not going to be performing. I'm not going to, and she did that because she was being teased. I know I don't look like their parents that are younger, much younger than me or whatever. I don't think I look old though, and they were talking about my weight and talking about, the facial hair because as you all know, I don't shave. I don't trim my hair or anything. And I do have like facial hair, but it was kind of disturbing, the fact that I thought that we had a closer bond and to see that, this stuff was bothering her. And that's something that she had to, thank you, Rana. Thank you, Empress. Um, but I had been feeling something for a while. Right. Exactly, Empress Sahara. It's sad. It really, you know, the minute that you're sitting back trying to do something for yourself and build yourself up, I mean, both internally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, it's always like some stuff that comes in and try to knock you off your square, but that's one thing that I won't allow. I have to just keep interacting with my child and just telling her, that beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, forms, long hair, short hair, gray hair, 50, 35, 15, whatever age you are. And, it's just something that I hate that I have to deal with. Right. Peer pressure. Like I sat back and, thanks, Myrna, Empress. I had sat back and I, had just, when she was wearing her hair, I got her hair really, really healthy. That's my thing. So she was wearing a bob and it looked great. Even to the point where I let her have like a little light, rinse to have just some uniqueness. I believe in people being as unique as they want to be. And next thing I know, I'm doing like box braids for 4.5 hours because that's what everybody has, and why be like everybody else? Thank you, Empress Deanna. I'm not. I'm not. And thank you. And that's the issue. And it's a constant thing from what I was told. It's constant. She's a straight A student, doing great in school. My thing is, as long as they're not bothering her, I mean talking about her directly and trying to break her down, um um I don't know what that person was trying to say, but I don't know what a Tory is, so I just deleted the comment. But anyway, it is sad because you know what? One thing that I always do is I feel great about myself. I mean, I have my issues where I'm like, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, but overall, I do have a great feeling about my uniqueness. That's one thing that I have always um, done. It's just felt good about being different, that I don't have to look like everybody else, period. And I'm looking at how people are just messing with our children, messing with their heads. And I know that these kids are getting this stuff from somewhere. Somebody was like, well, when you was a kid, people, they would, how y'all used to signify. I said, no, honey, we didn't signify. We were too busy trying to figure out what grade did you get on the test. You know what I'm saying? That was our thing. I'm going to beat you on that test. How about that? You know, that's how we used to get one in on each other. It was like, okay, did you get 100? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I got 100. Matter of fact, I have straight A's in that class or whatever, or straight A's, period. I never hung around people that was signifying like that. So, I mean, I never got caught up in that. And I was real shy, real to myself. I don't suggest to her. I mean, she tells me that it irritates her, which the last thing she needs to be in school is irritated. I put her in karate for a reason, and that was to build her up mentally, physically, spiritually, and I also took it with her for the first couple years that I could. And yeah, it is. It's definitely a form, and I went through this at another school, but it was just another thing. They weren't talking about me. They were younger. They were way younger. So at that time, it wasn't like your mama jokes or why your mama look like this type thing. And it's sad. It is. I'm really trying to sit here and keep it together because the more that I think about it, the more that I know that with her having that on her heart and being scared to say anything to me, that's what bothers me more than anything. And for somebody to suggest, one of my friends, she apologized after she said it. It was just this morning. It was actually a close girlfriend. She was like, well, maybe you should do this. And I said, you know what? One thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to change anything to make you or anybody else comfortable. Period. Your comfort level it does not reflect upon how I'm supposed to look. I don't have to look away to make you feel comfortable. Period. You know, I don't have to cut my hair. I don't have to color my hair. I don't have to wear streetwear and dress a certain kind of way. I'm a grown woman and nobody is paying my bills. Period. And that goes for adults, children, whoever. It's sad. It's sad. I tell people, I wear makeup because I choose to, not because I have to, because I enjoy it. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going to change how I am for you to feel better about yourself or for you to feel okay, or because you're saying stuff behind my child's back or whatever. I mean, I want her to feel okay with how I'm okay with the stuff that's going on. I'm not okay with them messing with her, but I'm okay with what they said about me because I know how I feel about myself. And it's not a child that's going to take me down. It's not a man or a woman, period, that's going to take me down as far as what I've built myself up to be all these years and how I'm trying to build her up too. So, that's where the sensitive part comes in. Somebody has asked me or said something about me being sensitive, maybe a couple chats ago. And it's like, yeah, I'm sensitive when it comes to my child. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my child, you know. Yeah, let me tell you all what I saw. The other day, I had Lucky outside. We outside the school, and this little boy came up to about my knees. Now I all the way across the street. I'm cat a corner to this cat that's outside, talking to this little. It's two little boys talking to this little young prince like he was a dog. He was just like, I can't even say, he was calling him a dumb ass, okay? And he kept saying it over and over. So both boys are getting this in their head. And then he picked that boy up. When I saw him, it made me sick to my stomach. And by this time, parents are gathering like on the corners, and you can see like the older parents that are tripping out. No, I would never conform to anyone else's, whatever they perceive as being whatever, beautiful. I can't do that one. But yeah, he picked the boy up by his collar and talked to him, had him face to face, and was like, "You a dumb ass." And he said it over and over and over again. And see, those are the kids that are coming to the schools and that are sitting back, like I've seen happen, flipping over desks, acting a fool, low self-esteem, tripping on our kids that we've been loving on, for years and years and years, only to mess up some of the work that we have put in. But it just means that my job is just that much. I just have to put that much more energy into it, because she's going to be around other kids, and kids are going to be cruel. And, how do you instill hatred in a child that young? I mean, the little boy cannot even, he probably can't even talk that well. Yeah, the cruelty, it is a different generation. It is a different generation. And with you having 3 children, the ages that you told me about, Empress Chrissy, I know that you understand. And anybody that's on here that are parents, I know that you all understand. And most of us are mothers, and there are some fathers that are on here. I'm not sure if they're in the live chat besides one, the main Locs was here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still in here, but it's really, really a lot. And then what do? I spent one good year at her other school. Yeah, they are very impressionable at young ages. Period. Even through high school, I think, sometimes people deal with peer pressure and stuff. But I spent a good year going back and forth to my daughter's other school, because of verbal bullying. And I was like, I'm that type of parent. I'm gonna sit on the principal's desk until I get everything done that I need to have done. That means I'm gonna talk to every teacher that she has to interact with. I want parents, I want whoever. And I sat up in her office for 4 hours. I opened up the book, the student handbook, to the middle. I said, this is right here, smack dead in the middle of the book. Bullying. What is it? I was like, do y'all read this book? This is the principal now. Do you all read this book? Because right here it says that this is a form, which is a form of bullying, which needs to be taken care of. That means that if a child needs to be disciplined for this, their parents either need to be called to the school or they need to be suspended. I don't care what age, what grade. Okay, Empress Deanna. I know. Because you know what's crazy is the picture must have fell down. But everybody that may have seen my child before knows that a long time ago we was twisting her hair. And she liked the natural look and everything. It was just a 2-strand twist with her hair. But at her school, everybody's wearing box braids. So it's like I want box braids. But I taught you how to be a unique person, how to be on your own and just be who you are. Be express. The reason why I like I say, I gave her like a real pretty like a reddish color rinse or whatever was because that was something unique for her, and that was something that she wanted, and I don't have a problem with that, But moving forward, I just want that bond. If anybody has any suggestions or whatever, that bond to where this won't happen again as far as being secretive or being scared to say something to me. Period. You never have to be scared to share anything with me, because if you're scared to tell me something like that, then what about if something very serious happens, like God forbid, because I don't want to have to lay hands on nobody. Trust and believe, children included. But somebody touch my child, you know. I don't know. I mean, besides just, yeah. Right. Oh, and it was God, who was it? Yapa Yapa Judah. Let me type her name. She has a daily chat she's doing, not a chat, just she's doing videos every day for the month of May. And she's also a part of our challenge. And Yapa means beautiful, and she's from the tribe of Judah. So she was saying that she was just talking about, something that I had to let my daughter watch about what beauty really is, and how, just different affirmations that we should say to ourselves or whatever, or for our children to say to themselves or whatever every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting like little sticky notes on the mirror, which I used to put like in her lunch all the time. I pray over my child all the time, Lord knows, and I pray over whatever situation is going on, or even if there is no situation, I do that all the time. But I'm starting like leaving like little sticky notes, and I'm gonna let her see pictures, because she has this ideal about me now, because kids have been saying forever and ever and ever, and I didn't know this, that I'm old. My sister is I have a junior sister that is a few years younger than me, and she colors her hair and she dresses, um, younger than I would, and she just rocks her, she just does her thing her way, which is cool. I don't have no problem with that. But I'm not her. We look alike, but we're different. And for her to live her life the way that she lives hers, and for me to be myself, but we are cool with that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, Empress Deanna, And I thought maybe it was like little boys, just, I said, well, if it's little boys, then they're doing the teasing because they're at that age where they still, just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Not stupid. I don't mean it like that, but just doing stupid stuff, doing playful. That's what I want to say. Let's reverse. Let's take that word out of the equation. I mean, doing playful things, like especially if they think a girl is pretty, or they like a girl, or just to be teasing or whatever. But it's still not a good thing, because if my child is sitting back in school irritated, then there's a problem, because you shouldn't feel that way, especially when you're trying to test or whatever. They have a big test coming up next week, that's very pertinent to them moving to the next grade. She's 12. She's 12. My little princess is 12. My little goddess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when things change, like when they go to high school, do things get a little better? When they get over 21, do they, have their own identity and they're okay with it? I've always been that one, though, that like being different, that like my uniqueness. And that's how I want her to be. I want her to understand that, yeah, I don't have a 20-inch waistline. And the videos that you may see or whatever on TV, a lot of people have cosmetic surgery and stuff like that. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to look like that. I don't need to have that. You too, Empress Sahara. Yeah, I like being unique. When people were wearing, like, what was it? I was the type that was wearing like a lot of buttons and stuff. I was wearing what you call it? Safety pins. I was wearing like earrings and putting a safety pin or a safety pin in my ear. Just different things. Just whatever I could, just to not stand out, but just to be me. So I didn't have people didn't think that I had to conform to being like them, wearing the clothes and designer stuff that they wore. I wore my own stuff. Okay. Your great grandson just turned 12. Wow, yeah. Where are you located, Empress Myrna? Being unique is a great thing. And that's what I always try to stress on here is that everybody's hair is different, so I could tie this in. Everybody's hair is different and all of our journeys are going to be different. Even if we all do the same thing, our journeys are going to be different. Our hair is going to look different. And that's the blessing in it all. Because so many people will say, well, I wish my hair was like yours, or I wish, my hair was like hers, and it's like, no, be grateful that your hair is like yours, be grateful that, I, I couldn't have planned this any better. I couldn't have planned this any better, seriously. And when I speak on plant that, I'm talking about all this gray. If I was to sit back and say how gray I wanted to be and how I wanted to spread it out, there was no way that I could have planned it to be this way. Because my idea was I wanted it to all be white at one time, just like bam. Because that's the way I had been coloring my hair forever for it to be that way, And when I decided to let my hair, start dreading, years later, I would say, how many years? I don't know how many years I had been on my journey before I had my daughter, because I wasn't gray yet. I think I had like a few strands and I was like excited. I was like, wow, and then finally, after having her, I don't know, a lot of stuff went down. And, it just sprouted out. So that was nothing that I could sit back and even as a cosmetologist or Kokomo. Okay. All right. Um, I don't know. I mean, I never knew where this journey was gonna take me. I mean, from the beginning to now, I never knew, you know. And I'm totally loving it. I mean, I'm totally loving it. I don't think that it does, but to them, that's a sign of what it is to children, because that's what they're saying. Because that's one of the things that she said to me, the color of your hair. And I'm like, do you know how hard I worked for each strand of this gray that's in my hair? Seriously, I don't go to her school all extra, being all, seen and all that type of stuff. I do what needs to be done. I want to see my child through whatever performances I missed. And Sahar, I want to tell you this. When we had talked, yeah, it is. It's a sign of wisdom, no doubt. No doubt. Um, but I think I was chatting with you, Empress Sahar, and I was on my way to the performance, and then I got the call. I was getting my tire changed at the time, and then I was on my way to the performance, and I got the call. You don't have to come. I'm not going to be singing. I'm not going to, but I didn't know that she was going to be playing the congos. I've never even known that she did that. That's not something she's ever talked to me about. I knew that they had it up at her school, drumming. They do a lot of drumming at her school, but I've never seen her do it because she's always singing. Well, this year brought about the singing. Well, yeah, this year, last year, brought about the singing part. So I missed that because I didn't want to go up there, and she pretty much, was, how could I say it? Just like 6:30, 6:30. She was very set on that. I love it. Thank you so much, Empress Chrissy. I love it. I mean, I love myself, It's so many people out here that are mixed up and, don't understand. They watching television and they see a certain way that they think that you're supposed to look, because if you look at the commercials and stuff, it's not really geared towards you being your natural self, you know. Um So they want plastic surgery, or they want things like really really fast. You know, they want purple, green, red, orange, blue wigs, and stuff like that. And I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I mean, I did wigs a long time ago just because I wanted to just change up, not because I didn't have hair, not because I had actually really long hair when I used to wear wigs, but I wanted a short platinum blonde wig, and I would rock that, or just something different. So I'm trying to see, how do I deal with, you know, I'm not going to go up to her school and talk about any, because she's like, oh, it was the kids in the other classroom, but we all eat lunch together and everything. And it's like, where do they have all the time? If they have a set amount of time to eat lunch, where do they have all the time to be sitting back talking about people's mamas and daddies? What your grades look like? What are your grades looking like while you sitting back playing? Because a lot of them are going to fail sixth grade if they don't pass this NWEA test. A lot of them are going to fail sixth grade. And that's up to the parents if they put them in summer school so that they can make it to the next grade. And I'm just saying it because I know I've talked to teachers. I saw their expressions when they're speaking about the children in the neighborhood, that come to the school. And it's like, oh, see, we love parents like you because you're proactive, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for my daughter. Education is everything. Some people are not able to get the education that we're able to get, and I still don't think that what she's getting right now is enough, because if it was up to me, she would be in private school. I mean, if I had the money, I would have her in private school, point blank, because it's less mess. It's less. I feel like children that have like issues that need to be solved, they should have special schools or special classrooms or whatever for the people that are destructive during class time, when they should be paying attention to the teacher and they sitting back flipping desk over, or even to disrespecting the teacher. Kids at this school have done things as far as stuff that I've seen and heard: stealing the teacher's phone, stealing from the teacher. Whoever thought about that? That's the last thing. But that's my little, I guess that's my little story, my little rant, my little because I really didn't know what I was going to come on here and talk about, and I definitely didn't think that was going to be it. But it's, what do we do? When in front of the television? I mean, do you just like stop the television? Do you just like stop YouTube? Do you just, I mean, because everything that is shown on there is, like you said, kids are very impressionable, Empress Sahar. And, sadly, this natural thing or whatever is not always put in like a light that's positive. And that's why a lot of people that are rocking Nazi dreads and stuff are like, I want every strand to be in place or whatever, because they're watching people that they are showing, or what have you. They're thinking that it's supposed to be, all neat and fancy and stuff, and it's not necessarily like that. It's not. Yeah, that is so true, Empress Sahar. We need our own schools to teach our children about the history and about who they really are, and their perspective will change about what real beauty is. That is so true. Does anybody have any recommendations of any books or anything, for like preteens that are going through struggles with, with what beauty is? If anybody know of any books, or I'm definitely interested in buying like some books, or maybe I'll just have like some videos. If anybody know of anybody who has a video channel, that shows kids, what beauty is. And we're just gonna do like another, probably like 10 minutes or so. But it's for our little princes too. They don't. They get talked about. It's a beautiful girl and a beautiful young young man that's in ISIS school, and they talk about them because of their skin complexion. They talked about, as a matter of fact, they said something about I'm an old white woman. I'm an old white woman. I'm like her grandmother. I'm not her mother. I'm her grandmother. An old white woman. So, but anyway, back to these other kids. But their complexion is beautiful, buttery skin, just pretty chocolate brown. And this child, one of them is her close friend, and this child has to deal with every day being teased about her beautiful skin. So what's gonna happen? What? She's gonna have low self-esteem. If her parents don't know what's going on, or if her parents even know how to handle the situation to build her up, they had a group called Pretty Brown Girls that was up at the school. That was pulled out. That was something that was very good, teaching the kids that their body and everything was right, just the way it was. I remember when my daughter was younger, and she had told somebody, I'm the right size. I'm not big and I'm not small. I'm right where I'm supposed to be, basically. I can't say the exact words that she put them in, but she did say that she wasn't big and that she wasn't small. That I know for sure. And again, nobody knows my struggles, or you know, you all know, that I gained weight or whatever because of medications and stuff. They don't know that I sat back and I got on a medication that I knew I would gain weight on, but I knew that being on that medication would help me to take care of my child without having serious panic attacks. And that if I did feel like a panic attack was coming on, that I had like something that I could fall back on until I got mentally strong enough, to get off of it. And then what really made me mentally strong enough was when it shot my cholesterol up to 504. And if anybody knows anything about cholesterol, it should be down to like 100 and something, and 100 and something may be high. I'm not totally sure. But right now, it is dropped from 504 down to, the last time I got tested was 2 weeks ago, and it's down to 260, which is still elevated. You know what I mean? But I did that. I was a nice size, but I did that because even though I knew that pill would make me gain weight, I knew that I would have control over things as far as the attacks, And now I know I just need to build myself up more spiritually, to stay grounded. And now that medication is out of my life, I don't have that pill you know, to rely on. And I'm glad. I'm glad because, yeah, 504 is like stroke, heart attack. And I've lost too many friends to strokes and heart attacks. I'm not getting on any more medications. Thank God I have the doctor that I have now that does not believe in just giving me a pill to satisfy me, to make me look like a Band-Aid, to make me feel, a certain kind of way, because it's stuff that I need to just deal with on my own. One of the things is, just socializing, just getting out here and socializing. Was an active member, at the YMCA. They make it so that everything that's supposed to be good for the kids and good for us as well, they take it and destroy it, especially in the city. Now they made it so that it's so high to go to the Y that they made it better for the university people, the people that work at the hospital down the street from where the YMCA is. They made it so that it's for them. They cut out so many programs. My child's purple belt in karate. They cut karate out, and it was just like, wow. It was affordable at that time. And then now for her to go back through all of that, be tested all over again for each one of her belts and all that type of stuff by going to another dojo that is the same as what she say Psalms 83 and 18. Just to get back to where she is, I mean, it's a lot. Just even finding the form of karate that she say, Shore Gojo Ru means enlightenment, hard, soft, and the way. Hard, soft meaning how they, how they kick and how they strike, period. Okay. We're getting towards the end of this chat. This is just stuff. I'm just putting stuff out here. If anybody has any suggestions on any upcoming videos that you would like to see, because I am going to do the rose water video. I just have to go get my roses. And then I have to have a camera person because Isis is not as tall as I am. So it's a little hard for her. Well, really, she just needs to focus in on the stove, what's going on top of the stove with the roses. I am going to do that video, though, the rose petal video. But if you have any more videos that you would like to see done, I know I'm kind of just like all over the place, but I hope that I kind of link things in because I was talking about children and talking about, how, like as Sahar said, impressionable they are. As adults, some of us are impressionable too and think that beauty is a certain kind of way still, because it's put in our face. Right. Definitely. That is something I am really working on. Like just from doing this cleanse and feeling good, because the main thing is you got to feel good on inside out. The outside is going to show once you're feeling like really great on the outside. I mean, on the inside, it's going to radiate. It's going to radiate, period. Sometimes I feel, on 10, and then sometimes, I'm my level is like at about a 5, But the main thing is that I know what I need, so I always try to nurture myself and give myself what I need, be it through food, whatever I'm eating, through spiritual, what I need to be reading. I have to watch sometimes things that I'm watching on YouTube. Sometimes I have to really sit back and say, why are you watching that? And I'm not talking about anything. Well, it is crazy to be watching something over and over again, knowing that, okay, this may stimulate a certain thing that don't need to be stimulated. Or why are you watching people kill themselves, by, sitting back eating a whole lot of food or whatever, sitting back trying to figure out why they doing it. And I don't know why I do that. Why do I watch crazy stuff and try to analyze why they are doing it and why they shouldn't be doing it? I waste a lot of time doing stuff like that. I'm out of breath. Oh, thank you for letting me know I'm not alone. It is definitely, one of the best experiences, and also it could be draining, if people would just mind their own business and stay out our kids' heads, and if television wasn't the way that it was, I mean, who wants to just say, okay, I'm going to take the TV out? But a lot of people didn't grow up with TVs. And not to be talking about different, like, races or whatever, but a lot of Asians did not that I went to school with, they did not have TVs. And they raised the bar so high. We already had to be 2 years ahead of ourselves being at a magnet high school. And we had to be 2 years ahead of ourselves. But they raised it so high that the curve, we used to have a curve, a bell curve is what they called it. But they made it so that they were always busting 100. So where's the curve? Only if they missed the question would there be any type of curve. So, and I'm not just Asians, I'm just a lot of people in general. I mean, a lot of people that, had strong studying whatever things where their parents was like, no television. See, I couldn't watch television while I was doing my homework. And I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. Yeah, I'm finding that out. I just saw something crazy though. Raising girls are definitely challenging. Especially, I mean, at this age, I think 12 is just like really crazy, mad crazy for me. And maybe because I'm just going through it right now. It's different than when like 4 years ago when she was 8, or even 2 years ago when she was 10. You know, but I just watched a crazy like a live little whatever that my nephew did on Facebook, and I was just like, I said, I'm telling your mother. I am telling your mother for real. And that was who just got back with me a minute ago and kind of took me off my thoughts. I told her what he was doing. She was like, yeah, I seen it early this morning. She said, um, being a mom and having your child to say what he said or whatever. Do you know how it makes me feel? And I have not talked to her about what's going on in my life because we haven't spoken in some weeks or maybe months. I don't know. Um, just through social media. That's how we. And she's always too tired to talk, so we haven't talked. But yeah. And then when you have people, I mean, when people are like, I remember when I was in school, it was like, oh, in order to be cool or whatever, you had to wear Giorgio Armani tank tops were like the big thing. This was in the early 80s. Giorgio Armani, you had to have that. You had to have an Eddie Bauer book bag. I don't even know if they still make Eddie Bauer, but it was actually a great constructive product. I think they made camping gear too. But anyway, it was like you had to have a Gucci dipped in gold belt. You had to have it double dipped or whatever. You had to have certain things. Well, my parents couldn't afford that. It wasn't just me, it was a lot of us. It was enough of us to wear, wow, you know, if I wanted something all fancy and stuff like that, I had to work. I started babysitting at the age of 10. I was watching 2 kids at the age of 10 and getting A's in school. But that's how determined I was. It was like I wanted, but I trust and believe I didn't get a GA t-shirt, tank top or whatever. I didn't get Gucci dip belts and all that type of stuff. The double dip belts and all that. Yeah, one of my cousins, she comes in here on the chat. She's called Aging Gorgeously. She doesn't have a television. Right. Today I made her a up a chore thing, what she has to do, which is big, real easy. I mean, for 12, real easy. Wash the dishes. Wash the dishes. Take care of Lucky. Clean up behind him. She doesn't have to walk him. I walk him. And what else? Keep your room clean. Keep the area that you're in clean, whatever. And, we're going to start this allowance thing back up again. Now, there's going to be times when she wants some things or whatever. And that's how she's going to, I mean, she already has money saved up. But that was like, a while ago. She hasn't had allowance in a long time because she hasn't done anything because I didn't strictly enforce it. But now, definitely chores. But I'm telling you, at the age of 10, my girlfriend had her daughter coming down to my house. At that time, we lived downtown, so things were a little bit safer at the time. And it was a while back. Her daughter's, what, 22 now, probably 22. Right. If she was 10 and my baby was just born, she was coming down to my house helping me out because I had sciatic nerve damage and I couldn't move. So she was coming and helping me on a daily basis in between, like my mom or whoever else would come over and help me out because I was like literally on the couch for like 3 months. And she was 10 years old. Okay. You know what? If the discipline was there 100%, and if I had the time, I wouldn't mind doing homeschooling. Seriously. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'll take that back. This is a form of homeschooling. If you all look back there, I painted my wall specifically, and I have like a lot of stuff still on there, recent stuff. I painted my wall so I could teach my child at home. So I take that back. That's a form of homeschooling, right? So she goes to school, but then it's me that buys the books here, buys the workbooks. I have everything over here on this side. It's like books, all types of stuff. I spent so much stuff on educational stuff, even to the point where my dining room has been transformed into, a school. So yeah, this is being homeschooled for me. You know, I'm not doing the Chicago Public School 12, whatever the CPS 12 learning thing or whatever. I'm teaching her, you know, the way I want her to be taught. The math that I don't know how to do this new fangled math that they have out or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but it's totally different and just too many steps. When you can get to the solution much faster. But yeah, that's why I painted my wall back there. And that has all her test scores, all the different times that she's tested for the NWEA at her school on there right now. But we used to use it for spelling. We used to have a little easel or whatever right here. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. Everything that we do definitely is a part of homeschooling. I just, as she's gotten older, it's like a little less work that I have to do, or I'm not going to say less work that I have to do, less work that I have to do with her as far as her work, because she's really, really a great student. And I'm so glad that she learns like this, you know, that has helped a great deal. Are there any questions? I think I think it's all women in here right now, right? All empresses. It seems like it is. If there are any emperors in here, please just say hey and please join in. It's about to end soon, though. I keep saying please join in, but it's about to end. The chat is about to end real soon. I still have some runs to do. I need to get out and get some air for me. I'm gonna be honest. I used to be the type of parent. It was like I said I was doing everything for my child. Like y'all probably heard me say earlier, I was like, I knew that if I took this medication or whatever, that I would be okay with taking care of my child, when a panic attack would come on. Thank you, Empress Tiana. It's what we do as mothers, though. And fathers. There's some fathers that, you know, that do the exact same thing, you know. So I don't want to take away from them. But I forgot what I was saying. Ooh, that happens often. I really forgot. What was I talking about? I just got off track. Oh, okay. I know what I was saying. I was saying that I started taking the medication or whatever so that I could take care of her better. Instead of saying, I knew that if I took that medication, it would make me feel better. Yeah, I would always put her first. But then somebody was talking to me and they were talking about, I don't remember where I was, if I was on here on this live chat or whatever. Somebody was breaking it down. Like, when you're on an airplane, they always tell you, or was somebody I was talking to on the phone. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, when you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen on first in order for you to take care of your child. Don't put your child on first, and then don't take care of yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your child. And I am definitely one of those people that in the past, I would say more so than now, it was always all about her first. Like even just this past January, I was real, real sick. had bad respiratory or even probably pneumonia again. And I didn't want her to miss a day of school because she hasn't missed a day of school since she was 3. So instead of taking care of myself and going to the hospital or getting checked out, even though I was scared to death, I sat back and I was trying every remedy I could to get well. Everything that I thought I saw online to get well. And even, even speaking with you, Empress Sahar, just trying to figure out anything and talking online about it, trying to find out whatever I could do to get to breathe. To breathe. It was to the point where I had gotten in my car and I actually had to keep the door open and have my head just like bent down because I could not breathe. I had moved too fast or was walking too fast or had made like a little mad dash to the register and stuff, because there was a lot of people there and I wanted to get out. And by the time I got to my car, I thought I was about to faint. And that was the last place. I was in an area where I didn't want to be caught, basically, off my square, period. So yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in this in a minute. I'm doing me, but I'm also doing her at the same time. So, I have a smoothie. I make her a different type of smoothie because she don't necessarily like the kinds that I like, even though I want her to, you know, be able to be flexible or whatever, so I can make just like one at a time. But I have 2 cups to make them out of. So right now it's not a big deal. But she was doing like the same smoothies I was doing for a while, but when I leave from this chat or whatever, I have some errands to do. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna dance to Just Dance and and uh sorry. Rid of yeah. Oh hey, it's all okay with TJ. Yeah. People are always it's always gonna be trolling. It's always gonna be somebody that wanna come in and when you're trying to be on a positive note, you know. Anybody have any burning desires before we get off of this live? Anything you want to talk about? Any last minute questions? Why am I turned sideways? I want to thank everybody who came into this live chat. Yeah, I know, right? And that's all it takes sometimes is for me to get off track as far as what I'm talking about or thinking. It's just some crazy stuff, you know. Thank you everybody for coming in. And even if it was just me with my little everything that's going on in my world, thank you for being here for me. Sometimes, I feel like I'm giving information, and sometimes I feel like I'm receiving more than I'm giving. So for that, I'm grateful that I have, that this platform is here for all of us, to be able to communicate. I want to thank everybody who's doing this challenge with me, this smoothie challenge. Thank you all for, you know, for for our conversations, for going back and forth. Thank you. Yes, if you could find any books or movies would be great because that way we can kind of do it together. That would be great. And I'm speaking of books and stuff, to help my child to feel better about herself and to not be embarrassed or whatever, or to get upset, when people say crazy stuff about me, because it's not going to stop me from coming up to the school. I'm still coming up to the school, for whatever. Okay, it's 5:15. I'm gonna go ahead and end this chat. Thank you all. Thank you everybody that's here. Thank you everybody who came in today. Anybody who sees this chat later on, please go ahead and share it. Thumbs up. Leave comments if you have any comments. Thank you. Yeah, peace, love, blessings, all of that, balance, light. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Saturday. The live chat tomorrow will be at 4 p.m. Central Savings Time. Again, share the videos. If you have any information, please share whatever information you have. I'm easily accessible through Messenger. All my information is in the description box. And I appreciate you all. Much love and light. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right. Blessings, everyone.